So same lighting, same camera, same background, but one of these is going to make you disappear on a Zoom call, and the other one is going to bring you to life and look like you brought some game. And here's the part that might surprise you. This one cost me less than $30 because the camera doesn't reward price. The camera rewards dimension. And once you understand how to dress with dimension on camera, you will never go back to boring flat. I'm Julie Hanson, and this is Zoom Chic, where we believe that your virtual outfit deserves the same level of attention as what you wear in person. Today, we're breaking down one of the most powerful things you can add to an outfit that you're going to wear on video, and that is texture. Specifically, the open weaves, laces, or knits that make the camera fall in love with what you're wearing. If you're new here, hit subscribe so you'll get all the weekly strategies on how to dress for Zoom and look present, polished, and confident every time. Before we look at the first piece, I want to give you a tip that will change the way you shop for clothes forever. It's called the texture secret, and most people never figure it out, and therefore they always look flat and lifeless on camera. See, the camera compresses everything into 2 dimensions. Depth disappears, shadows disappear, and without shadows, there's no texture, because texture is simply light and shadow playing off the surface of a fabric. So a flat silk blouse like this, the camera basically sees it as a single color. No shadow, no depth, no visual interest, and you become essentially part of the background and you fade into it. But a fabric with structure and space between the weaves, whether it's a cable knit or an open weave or lace, the camera picks up shadow on one side on those raised surfaces and light on the other, and that creates dimension. And here's my favorite part. Dimension reads as presence, which makes people feel like they're sitting across from you having a conversation. It also looks more polished and, yes, even more expensive looking, even when you've only spent $30 on Amazon. So let's start with one that gives you maximum camera impact, and that is the open weave. So look at these two side by side. Similar silhouettes, same basic color family, yet one of them has structure and visual interest, while the other looks basically like a colored rectangle on your screen. These large open weave knits can be a camera magnet. See how the raised cables sort of create shadow and light? Another thing I love about an open weave is the layer underneath provides another layer of visual depth and interest, whether you're wearing something more neutral like this or something with a brighter contrast. Large open weave means maximum dimension, maximum camera impact. So our next piece is also an open weave, but this time it's in a lacy fabric. Still has the big open weave, but provides enough coverage with the tank underneath. So let's compare that to a plain solid blue t-neck. So notice how one-dimensional and lifeless this solid blue top looks compared to this lace top, which I got on Amazon for under $30. Some other camera-friendly details on this top. It creates a more interesting silhouette with the slightly puffed sleeves and the nice scalloping at the bottoms of them. And it also has a nice face-framing neck, which draws the attention upward. You can even button it up at the top if you like a little more coverage around your neck area. So lace is proof that dimensional dressing doesn't have to be just casual and cozy. This is polished, structured, and completely camera ready. Now let's take a look at the chunky cable knit, which I call the reliable workhorse of camera-friendly texture. Let's compare this solid yellow top to this chunky rattan. Now you can see how the solid yellow just really flattens itself out. You don't have the same texture and visual interest that the sweater does. It has a little bit of an open weave, more of an organic feel to it, and that does create a little more light and shadow to play with. Another thing I really like about this sweater is that it's fitted. And that's an important consideration because a lot of sweaters that have a thick texture and are bulky are not very fitted. They're very shapeless, and that can be exaggerated on camera as well. So 3 different styles, 3 different textures, and one common result: dimension and texture that the camera actually captures. So now that you know the texture secret, let me share with you a couple of rules to go by when you're shopping or going through your closet for designs that have texture. Rule number 1, the texture test. If you can run your fingers across a piece of clothing and it feels like it's got ridges and bumps, it's likely the camera will see it too. Rule number 2, the chunkier the texture, the more fitted and structured the silhouette needs to be. See, chunky, thick textures add visual mass, and the way the camera compresses everything, that can exaggerate that and end up overwhelming a smaller frame. And rule number 3, what peeks through that open weave should complement, not clash. You want to stay away from things that are too busy, that distract from the beauty of the actual weave itself. Stick to simple layers that are flat, like a smooth cami or tank or t-shirt. Now remember, you don't have to spend a ton of money to look great on camera. The camera rewards complexity of weave, not the cost of the fabric. So a top like this, which is $30, can look better than a $300 silk shirt or blouse when it comes to zoom. If this was helpful, do me a favor and hit the like button and share a comment. What weave did you like? What weave do you have in your closet that you're going to use? And please consider subscribing and joining us on this journey of finding clothes that make us feel and look confident, polished, and elegant on camera. Thanks for joining me, and I will see you on the next one.